A federal judge blocked Trump's attempt to suspend birthright citizenship. I can't pronounce his name. It's Kofenauer, but he's a Reagan era appointee over there in Seattle. And what he said was, I have been on the bench for over 4 decades. I can't remember another case where the question presented was as clear. Where were the lawyers when the decision to sign the executive order was made? The judge asked. He said that it boggled his mind that a member of the bar would claim the order was constitutional. Now, what's also interesting is that you have some Democrats, such as this attorney from Washington State, Lane Pelosi, who said that births cannot be paused while the court considers the case. Babies are being born today here and in the plaintiff states around the country with a cloud cast over their citizenship. Children denied citizenship under Trump's order will face long-term substantial negative impacts, he said. Which was a point that I thought was really interesting because when you are, like, if you're born here and you would, I guess, under Trump's executive order no longer qualify to be a citizen by virtue of the citizenship of your parents, that would prevent you from receiving the benefits that a citizen would get, especially a newborn one. So it's another one of those things where it starts, like, not only is it something that the constitutionality of it is not really that well defined or having much of a case to be made that it can be done, but also when you think of the negative consequences, like, there's really no benefit to getting rid of it other than just pure nativist sentiment. Because whenever you have something that's clear cut, like, hey, you're born here, you're a citizen, and you try to go, well, you were born here, but you're not technically a citizen because mommy and daddy are from Mexico or Iran or wherever. It's going to set up a series of reactions to where now, after someone has a baby, they have to go through this court process to see if they are a citizen, which will in turn mean that their child maybe might qualify for citizenship. It's a really murky, stupid position that a lot of these Republicans have been taking. And what they were hoping for is that these right-wing or conservative-leaning judges would hold up their nonsense in court. But it looks like it's not going to be as easy as they thought. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that birthright citizenship isn't, under siege or that it won't be repealed. But they're going to have a harder time doing it than they think. And really the crazy part is there's nowhere for them to go. Like, they know they can't pass a constitutional amendment, right, in Congress because you need, 2/3 majority in the Senate, and you're not going to get 10 Democrats to vote for that crap. So their only ability to really do anything on this particular part of what they consider their immigration policy is to pass executive orders and other measures that are not wanted by a majority, an overwhelming majority of the people in Congress, and hope that the judges who come around them don't strike them down when it looks like that's going to keep being the case. It's sad. All the issues in America, even like if we're just talking about like the immigration stuff, I don't see, like, Trump always talks about we need to secure the border. Okay, what is getting rid of birthright citizenship do to secure the border? I guess you could say it's a deterrent from people wanting to have kids here to possibly stay here, but if they have kids here, they've already made it to the U.S. Your attempt to seal, the border in that case has failed. So it's just something that really doesn't have much merit. And man, it doesn't have merit when even the conservative judges are knocking it down. A Reagan appointee, man's been on the court for 40 years. He says, this is not constitutional. How did this even get in front of my desk? No, it's so they're saying the judge is set to consider a request by the plaintiffs to temporarily block the order during a hearing on February 5th. So I guess we'll get updates, right? Because this isn't one knockdown is not going to be the only thing that stops Trump from trying to get rid of something that has been a right of people for however many decades. But it's going to be a hell of a lot harder than he probably thought it would be. So that'll be a real fun saga to watch unfold.